Hey everybody, I'm doing the video for chapter 2 about debt. And the first thing you wanted was look for periods of growth and decline and see what you think. And I started at 1776 and about from there up until about the 1830s, we had a little bit, but not much, And then from the 1830s to the 1850s, it was down about zero. And I think that has a lot to do with the Industrial Revolution. We was pretty powerful then. And when we come to the Civil War, it jumps up, and that's when the country is turned against each other, and everything has gone to chaos. And I noticed both world wars, it jumps up right smart. And that's just common sense. We've got to borrow to play our part in the war. And about 1970 to 1990 you don't see much growth, but about 2008 2010 it skyrockets. And there's really no way to sugarcoat this or anything like that, but I feel like all this tax cuts and welfare programs we've got going on have a lot to do with it. And people have grown so dependent on these programs. I know that's supposed to all be taxpayer funded, but it just can't be, because there's so many people in these programs, welfare programs, food stamps, and especially with Trump's new tax cut, it can't be all. That's just my thought, and I don't know if it'll ever come down to a level we can manage it. We have dug such a hole, and if you take everything away from all the citizens, what we have been given pretty much, it'll be chaos, because you've took something away. And how does this debt affect me, my future children, maybe my family? And we got $60,000 apiece in debt. And like he said, if you miss an electric payment or your power bill a few times, they come cut your power off. And I mean, if we owe money, people will turn against us, and we may have to, sometime or another, it'll make them mad enough, we'll go to war. I don't know that, but it really makes you think. It really does. And I really don't think it'll come down to a manageable level, But me personally, I despise being in debt. I just don't like it. I've got a credit card, and I do not mind sharing this at all. Every month, at the end of the month, I pay it off what I've spent that month, so I'm not charged interest. And usually it's nothing compared to what our country's debt is. It's usually about $450, $500. That's food, fuel, just my day-to-day spending throughout the month, and I don't mind sharing that. But you've got to make people realize that, I don't know, people, I don't guess if they if it affects them directly, they don't care, and they really need to, because we'll be in trouble in the future. I mean, it's got to be paid back somehow, and I don't know if it ever can. So that's all I got to say.